We're here at a garden that we're actively working on, and there's all kinds of things going on, but we're going to focus on just one part of it, and that is the garden path or the garden walk that leads you from the front to the back. So this isn't the main garden walk, which we would do in something more permanent like concrete or flagstone. This is a secondary walk, less expensive and easy to install, but still durable, clean, and attractive. So stay tuned and we'll go step by step on how it's constructed. I'm John Valentino, president of John and Bob's Corporation. I'm here with Chip Valentino, and we're here with our guys, Jorge, Paco, and Oscar, and we're working hard on a xeriscape retrofit. So we took a garden that we did 18 years ago, and now we're turning it into a water-efficient garden, which is what a xeriscape garden is. But we're doing it in a way that's attractive and doesn't look like a desert and doesn't look arid. So throughout this process, we'll be focusing on all the different phases of the garden, which will include retrofitting the irrigation system, grading, putting in a secondary garden path, planting, mulching, lots of soil improvement because that's key to any garden. And then we're going to clean up the existing used brick, which has gotten kind of weathered and dirty, and a flagstone paving walk we're going to repair. All of that stuff is coming up, but today we're focusing on this garden path, and we'll show you exactly how we're building it. We showed you how we removed the turf, which we sprayed everywhere that had Bermuda in it, and then when there was no Bermuda, we just used the sod cutter. We took out all the turf, which kind of left a mess. Then we went through and we graded it more carefully for drainage and for relationship of the dirt to the existing paving. We got that all worked out and smoothed out. You can see in the parking strip, we have a slight crown in the center because there's quite a bit of dirt here, and that crown works out nicely. Water drains off of it. But way before planting, we're gonna retrofit the irrigation system, but we still like to get the grading right from the start. So in this area, we graded everything, and then we dug out where we're going to put in the walk. And we want that walk to be durable, kind of like building a little road where, you know, when they build a road, they use base rock and then asphalt on top of that. So we used base rock and then some decomposed granite and then pea gravel. But first, we established the shape of the walk. So the Permaloc anodized aluminum black edging is about 4 inches tall. So we need to excavate just like this so that we have room to put in the edging and then room to put in our base rock and all of our material to make a firm, durable walk that's not going to break down. We can go back after putting in the edging. We found roots here, you know, because it's an existing garden. We found a lot of things. We found roots and old sprinklers and galvanized lines that we didn't even know were there. So we took all that out, cleaned it up, put in our edging in the exact shape of the new walk. And now, after the excavation, we're ready to move on to put the materials inside of it and to firmly anchor the Permaloc edging. So Permaloc edging is really probably the most convenient, easiest for homeowners. We don't always use it. Sometimes we use, in fact, we've had other videos where we showed you edging where we just use regular steel and then we buy rebar and we do welding. And the combination of welding and regular steel, even though the materials are less expensive, it's quite a bit more work. This Permaloc edging is very attractive, durable, and much superior to almost any other kind of edging I've seen. If you go to places like Home Depot and Lowe's, you'll find edging that is inexpensive and doesn't hold up very well. It heaves and changes with cold weather and hot weather and doesn't hold its shape and gets wavy over time. The nice thing about this is a high quality, simple, convenient edging that's easy to install. It comes with stakes that you can anchor very simply. You just need a hammer, and it comes with fittings where you snap it together. We'll include the cut sheet here in this video so you can see exactly what the product is called. We always use either the Permaloc edging or we use just plain iron, which we let weather and ends up getting rust on it, but is very tough and durable also. Either one works fine. Sometimes the style of the garden might dictate which we would prefer, but this is definitely preferred based on convenience and ease of installation. So it's very friendly to even if you're not used to this type of work. So you could very easily call this a decomposed granite path, or people shorten decomposed granite to DG, so a DG path. It is a DG path, but it's with our own John and Bob's or Truxell and Valentino wrinkle, which we find that the DG only does have some minuses, and one is it tracks. Even if you compact it very well, when you walk on it, it tracks on your shoes. And it also, over time, isn't real durable and ends up with a lot of imperfections, even with dirt on top. And so we've added a little wrinkle to it that makes it much more durable, I think more attractive, gives a little texture to the look. Also, it doesn't track, and that is, as I said, we build it like a little road. So we use the base rock, which you see here, as the base, about 1.5 to 2 inches of base rock, and then a layer of decomposed granite, which you see here. And then we use a vibratory compactor to compact this and make it firm and durable and make it so it won't break down over time. And then we get the pea gravel on top. If you just use a pea gravel walk and you try to walk on it, it's very unfriendly. It's not a good pedestrian path because you sink in it and the pea gravel moves around. So instead of that, we use just a thin layer of the pea gravel and we compact that into the decomposed granite, and it becomes almost like real paving, and it's durable, it doesn't track. We think it's quite superior to a DG path, but very similar in cost, and that's one of the big advantages of a walkway or a path like this. This is very inexpensive. If you hired someone to do it, depending on where you are, you could probably have it done for $2 to $2.50 a square foot, whereas something like asphalt is going to be $4 to $5 a square foot, and something like concrete is going to be $5 to $10. Last week's video was about our really great new product called Optimize Plus, which isn't really that new, but it is newly on our website, and that's our new website. And so we asked you to comment on our new website. We looked through all of those great comments and we picked this week's winner. And the winner is... So we have this idea that a water-efficient xeriscape garden, like we're showing you, should be more than just taking out the lawn and in the same shape putting in some ground cover. We'd like it to be more creative than that, more useful. So we're trying to make these gardens useful, attractive, interactive. What's your feeling on that? Does that appeal to you as opposed to just removing the lawn and putting in something that uses less water? So if you want to see the beginning of this xeriscape retrofit, check out our first video. It shows how we killed the lawn, how we removed the lawn, and then talks about where we're headed in terms of the design.